So now once you use the link on the trading project, this will take you to a website called How the Market Works. There you need to create an account, and I see that so far some of you have created their accounts. So this is what you're gonna see there. You're gonna see the ranking. So now here you're gonna be able to see your ranking. You're gonna be able to view your portfolio. Of course, you won't be able to view the portfolios of your colleagues. As an admin here, I have access to all of your portfolios. However, for you can only see your own portfolio, but you're gonna be able, of course, to see the ranking. Now, in order to place a trade, so if you go up to start game, you're gonna see that you have my portfolio trading tutorial videos. For your portfolio, you can see your portfolio summary. What are your open positions, transactions, history, order history, trading notes, the ranking, in addition to a graph of your portfolio that would show you the performance of your portfolio relative to the S&P 500. So here, in order to trade, you can click on trade stocks and ETFs. So once you click on that, this will take you by default to the US stock market. The additional stock market that's available for trading is the Canadian, the Toronto Stock Exchange. So here, this is the US stock market by default. Here you have the action. So here you have buy, sell, short, and cover. Whenever you are buying a stock, so if you think that a certain stock is going to appreciate in value over the upcoming period, you want to buy the stock. Let's say after 2 or 3 months, you want to close your position and realize your profit, you can now sell it to close your position. Those positions are called long position. So you take a long position, meaning you buy the stock if you expect the stock to appreciate in value over the upcoming period. Short, this is when you think that the stock is going to decrease in value over the upcoming period. So in this case, as I've said before, it's like you borrow the stock, you sell it in the market, you get the cash proceeds, and in this case, we say that you have a short position. To close your short position, you need to buy back the shares to cover that short position. So cover, this is how you close your existing short position. So now I want one of you to give me the name of a company or the ticker symbol of a stock that you think may increase in value over the upcoming period.
Decrease?
Increase first. I need to place a buy order. So a company that you think is going to increase in value.
Exxon.
Okay, so here I know the ticker symbol of ExxonMobil, so it's XOM. However, if you don't know what's the ticker symbol of the company, you can start by typing the name. So it's weird why it's not showing, but usually when you type in the name, it should show up. Here it is, ExxonMobil, XOM. So this is the ticker symbol. So after choosing the company, you need to determine the quantity that you want to buy. Now, here you can see what's the current price, what's the last price of ExxonMobil. And the price that you see here, there's like a 15 to 20 minutes delay. However, when you place your order, it's going to be executed based on the real-time code, based on the actual price. So now if I want to buy, let's say 100 shares of ExxonMobil, I'm going to buy them at a price most likely different than this one, but there shouldn't be a huge difference. Now, of course, here you can change the quantity. You can put 80 shares, 70 to 100 shares. And let's say here I put 120 shares. So here it shows you that the prices display 15 minutes delay and price paid appears within 15 minutes of execution. And it's gonna be the actual price. Now, by default, the type of your order is set to market order. This means that once you send your order to the market, it's gonna be executed at the best available price. So now I'm gonna keep it as it is now, market order. I'm gonna click to preview order, and here you can see the estimated cost. So if I wanna buy 120 shares, this is gonna cost me around $11,608. You click to preview order. Once you do this, you are required to add a note. Now, here you can type anything. Like I can type, let's say L for long. I can put a number, a letter, whatever. I won't review your notes, but like the reason why I need you to write notes, this is when there's a reason why you're taking this position. You may randomly choose stocks to buy or sell. However, if let's say you read an article about a company, you watch something in the news about a company, you hear about it from one of your friends who is trading. So writing this notes would remind you later on why you took this position in the first place. So you may take a position where you may end up making a return, let's say over a 3 or 4 months period of 70% or 80%. So if you didn't have this note, you would forget why you took this position in the first place. So by writing this note, this would remind you of the reason behind taking this specific position. So the notes are mainly for you. I won't be reviewing the notes and you won't be graded based on what types of trading notes you have. And you don't need to have let's say, a reasoning to take a certain position. So now once you put this trading note, you need to click to confirm order. So now my order was placed successfully and I was able to buy 120 shares of ExxonMobil. So now I need to place an additional trade. So once again, I'm gonna place another trade. This time I'm gonna buy shares of another company, but this time I'm gonna place a limit order. So do you have any other company for me that I can buy?
I said Microsoft in the other class.
Okay, so Microsoft is MSFT. Let's say I'm typing the name. So here it is, MSFT for Microsoft. The last price is 397. Let's say that I wanna buy 80 shares. This time, however, I need to place a limit order. So I choose limit order. Now with the limit order, you are trying to buy the shares at a better price, like at a cheaper price. So if the current price is 397, I want to wait till the stock price goes down a little bit. So let's say if the current price is 397, I want to place my order at 392, for example. So when you are buying, you need to place the limit order at a value lower than the current price. Then once you choose the limit price, you need to choose the order term. And here you have three options. The first one is good for day, meaning that if during the trading hours, the stock price of Microsoft doesn't go down and reach 392, my order is gonna be canceled. So by the end of the day, either my order is fulfilled or it's gonna be canceled. The second type, good till cancel, my order is gonna stay there until either it's fulfilled, meaning Microsoft reaches 392, or until I go and cancel it manually. The last one is good till date. So here, for example, I'm gonna choose this one, good till date. Here you will need to choose a date beyond January 19th. So let's say January 31st. So in this case, my order is gonna stay standing till January 31st. If Microsoft doesn't decrease and reach 392, if my order is not fulfilled, then by the end of the month, my order is gonna be canceled. And now again, I click to preview order, and here you see the value is close to $32,000. I need to add a note. So long, and this one, let's say I'm gonna put that this is limit. Click to confirm order, and my order was placed successfully. Now I'm gonna place a different type of order, so I'm gonna click here on trade again. This time I'm gonna place a short order. With the short order, this is a stock that I expect to depreciate in value over the upcoming period. So here I'm choosing short. So once again, I need you to give me a recommendation about a company that you expect to depreciate in value over the upcoming period.
Starbucks.
So Starbucks is SBUX. And either way, you can start typing Starbucks and then it should show up. The current price of Starbucks is 94.04. Let's say that I'm gonna short 200 shares. The quantity is always gonna be set by default to 100, so you can change it to whatever value you want. Here, let's say I'm gonna place a market order. So click to preview order. Here I'm gonna put this as short, and then click to confirm. So now I've taken a short order on Starbucks. So now if I want, I can go and check my portfolio. I can see what are the open positions that I have in my portfolio. So now, as you can see, because like I need at least 15 minutes to pass. So the actual price paid for ExxonMobil, the actual price received for Starbucks, they're still not showing. They should show within 15 minutes of placing the order. Now, if I want, let's say, to sell the shares of ExxonMobil or to sell part of the 120 shares, I can click here on trade. This would take me where I have a sell order on the 120 shares. If I want to close my position with Starbucks, I need also to click on trade. This would take me to a cover trade. Any questions regarding placing the orders? Now, regarding the assignments, so here you can go to dashboard that shows up and then click return to dashboard. This will take you to the following page. Now, of course, this won't show up to you, the teacher tools. However, you're gonna see my portfolio. Here, you're gonna have my assignments. You can click on it to go to the assignments. So here you have your two assignments, 1 and 2. So if I click on assignment 1, as you've seen, I have 0% completion. Those are the requirements of assignment 1. So in order to get here the full grade, I need to go view, either read the article or watch the video. Once I finish all of those here, the overall completion would show 100%. So let's say at the end of the semester, you've watched 80%. Here, the grade shows 80%. You're gonna get 4.8/6 on assignment 1. For assignment 2, the trading activity, you can see that so far I've reached 25% completion for some of the requirements. Of course, you will need to trade much more than that. But for example, I placed a limit order. So this is complete. And I placed a good till date order. This requirement is also complete. I'm required to place 10 market orders. So I accomplished 20% of the requirement. I'm required to short 5 stocks or ETFs. So far I have 20%. Total trades, I've placed 3 trades. So this is 3% of this requirement. And for the stocks, I've placed 3 out of 50. So here again, once you get to 100%, this would translate to 12/12. Do you have any questions about the trading project or regarding any of the other topics that I've discussed? Now, in the future, once you start trading, so what I want you to do, I want you all to try to register today, or once, for those of you who are watching the lecture late, once you watch the lecture, registration is free. I urge you to start trading as soon as possible, because this is one of the most important experiences. Here, you will have some trading experience. I know most of you haven't traded in your life, so this would give you an opportunity to manage a fictional or a simulation account of $1 million. So you're gonna be learning a lot about trading and investing through this project, and those are easy points to get, because here, once you fulfill all the requirements, at least you guarantee 18/18 on that requirement.